Hi friends, this is Reverend Myra with your weekly Pastor's Update. So good to be with you. I've been thinking about you all week, and I wanted you to know a few things. One is that I've made a decision to continue to live stream our Masses in consultation with our administrative team to at least the end of July, and then we will reevaluate. And part of that is because there's still so much to do to get the space ready for us to gather in person safely and to institute best practices. We've been thinking about things like needing to invest in touchless equipment. For instance, when you go to the bathroom, instead of everybody having to pull on, the lever, we really need to have something that's touchless that you can just put your hands under. We need to invest in maybe touchless dispensers for hand sanitizer and those kinds of things. We need to figure out how to have children in the spaces and to be able to do social distancing. We need to figure out a disinfectant schedule that's going to work to keep people safe. We need to be thinking about masks at Mass, and there's just so many things to reevaluate and reconsider: how we give communion, how we offer other sacraments with best practices. And so we're going to take the time we need to make sure that we are able to do all those things and to organize our spaces in a way that we can all gather back together safely. You may hear of other churches that will be gathering together much sooner than that, but I wanted you to hear from me that we're going to be very careful, we're going to be cautious, we're going to be smart, and we're going to make sure that when we gather that we can do it in a way that keeps everybody safe. So hang in there with us, and let's be patient with each other, and let's keep walking this journey of faith together. This coming weekend, we're going to be celebrating Mother's Day, and being a mother myself, I absolutely get very excited about Mother's Day. Our kids kind of have to think about us in deeper ways, which I love that. But this Mother's Day is going to be different for so many of you that are mothers. Some of you won't be able to be with your kids, and some of you are looking after kids who are sick. Maybe some of your children are in the hospital and you can't be with them. But it's going to be different. It's a different kind of celebration. But what I love is what Siobhan shared with us this past weekend as we celebrated Religious Ed. And she talked about that invisible string of love that keeps us connected. And I think that's true. I think that's what I'm holding on to this Mother's Day, that whether we can be in the same room and hug each other and share with each other in those traditional ways, that we will maintain these connections of love and honor for our mothers. And so I'm really grateful for that. And so I hope that you find really creative ways to celebrate with each other as we celebrate this weekend Mother's Day, and those who identify as mothers, and those of you who have been mothers to gift children, and people in your community who just need the love of a mother. This month of May is a month where we celebrate our Chiapas Mission, and so I'm excited about that. All month you'll be hearing about all the wonderful things that they're working on and partnering with our folks and friends in Chiapas, Mexico. And so we will be focusing our fundraising efforts on Las Becas Scholarship Program and Sursa, our community coffee farmers and growers who provide our coffee for us each month. And so part of that will be the Chiapas group will be auctioning off a beautiful quilt. The one from last year was amazing. I'm still thinking about it and have that image in my mind. So I can't wait for this new quilt that you'll get a chance to bid on. And on our Spiritus website at our shop, you'll have a chance to purchase costas típicas, which are handmade items that were brought back from Chiapas on our last trip. And on May 31st, the end of this month, Sunday, at our 9:30 Mass, we'll have our Chiapas liturgies. And Davis Craig, who will be preaching for us, who went on a trip to Chiapas this past year, will be sharing his journey with us and connection with the people there. And we'll also have an opportunity to have a special collection to support our friends at Chiapas. So we have lots to look forward to. So I hope that you will join us as we celebrate this beautiful and amazing ministry. finally, I want to offer condolences to parishioners who lost loved ones this week. We send our condolences to the Johnson family, to Tanya, Enrico, and Kiami on the loss of Enrico Johnson's mother, Dolores. We send our heart to Claire Studevant Golden on the death of her brother, Bernie. And we send our heart to the Duren family, Tom and Luann Duren, on the death of Tom Duren's sister, Joan. We send our hearts to the Templeton family, to Claire and Nick and Kathleen and Dave on the death of Kathleen's father, Frank. We send our hearts to Maureen Hood and family, to Maddie and Pidge and Maya on the death of her father. And so we just want you to know that our hearts are broken with you, and we're thinking of you, and we're praying for you, and we're with you. So friends, it's really been great to be with you, to touch base with you again. I'm looking forward again to the time when we'll all be together in the same room in our near future. But until then, remember that God is with you. Stay on the journey of faith and keep those invisible strings of love connected.